What's good, everybody? This is the one and only GM. And today, I'm going to tell you guys the pros and the cons of being a professional fighting game player. So that's the video that I'm going to do today. I want to do more of these blog type videos. And because I see you guys like it when I talk about these serious subjects that have to do with things you guys are interested in. So yeah, let's get into it. So these are the pros of being a fighting game player. Pro number one, you get to meet other people that are also interested in competing in fighting games just like you. So you get to meet other people that are like-minded and also want to play the game at a high level and also play the game at a high level. So that's one of the pros. Second, you might become friends with these people, and you see them because a lot of the same people go to all the same events. So you'll be able to go to these events and you start getting comfortable and used to going to these events, and you'll be looking forward to it because all your friends are going to be there that you met at these tournaments, and you start becoming friends with people from out of state. You start gaming with them, and it makes you look forward to going to a tournament every single time. The third pro is that you get a lot of experience from traveling and going to tournaments. So therefore, you could get better at the game. You can also ask help and tips for people that are at these tournaments. That will also help you get at the better of the game. And also, if you're the type of person that likes to challenge himself or herself, traveling, becoming a pro player, it's a great idea. You could challenge yourself, and you could become very strong and get better at the game like that. Another pro is that if you start winning, you potentially win some money for winning, especially if you win a really big tournament with a big prize. It could be kind of life-changing if you qualify for the event at the end. So you could end up winning big money. And also, you might be able to attract a sponsor that might want to sponsor you because of how strong you are at these games. So you might attract a sponsor that might want to pick you up based off your skill and ability. And if you stream and make content, you might get a couple of new followers or supporters just because they seen you play at tournaments. So you get more people like supporting you and into what you're doing. So, and obviously another pro is that, if you become a pro, you'll be able to travel the world and go to places you've never been to and see different sights and things of that nature. So those are all the pros of being a pro fighting game player. Obviously, too, some people are lucky and they can make a living off of this, and they can play full time. And if you love fighting games, you're able to play full time. That's a dream come true for some people. Okay, so now let's go to the cons. What's bad about being a pro fighting game player? So let's start with the first one. The first one is everything is so damn expensive now. And when you start being a pro fighting game player or trying to become a pro fighting game player, you're going to have to spend all your hard-earned money to go everywhere. You're going to have to book your own hotels. You're going to have to pay those $200 entry fees. So you're going to have to be 100% self-funded. And for the majority of your course of trying to be pro, you're most likely not going to make your money back. You're not. Because a lot of these tournaments, you have to win. And even if you do win, you don't get your money back. So you will have to win something like EVO or something really, really big just so you can see your money back. But every other tournament, if you just place like top 3, top 2, you're not going to make your money back. If you get a bunch of top 8s, you're not even going to make no money. So it's one of those things. You're not going to see money for a long time. So that's one. 3 is that, like I said before about being self-funded, you have to have a 9 to 5. You have to work somewhere. You have to get consistent money somewhere else. And the issue with that is that that's going to take away from your practice. A lot of these dudes that are from like Korea, Japan, and Pakistan, they play full time. They practice like 7 to 8 hours a day. They don't work or nothing. So they already have a big advantage over you because you work a 9 to 5 and they don't. They practice every day, and they don't do anything else besides Tekken. So you're already gonna have a big disadvantage since you live in America. So that's another con. Living in America is an L. Living in America and trying to become a professional player is kind of non-existent. There's like maybe like 2 or 3 or 4 people that do it over here full time. The reason why, one, America's too spread out, so you're gonna have to play online all day against people, and we all know online is not the best practice. 2, there's not enough sponsors, and there's not enough people that care about Tekken in America or just fighting games in general. Overseas, like Korea, Japan, and all those places, they look at fighting game players as athletes. So fighting game players over there, they be on TV shows, they got real sponsors, all kinds of support. In America, we don't really have anything like that, so it's gonna be kind of rough. Another thing is that if you're not working a 9 to 5 and you're just like a full-time streamer, you're gonna have to try to get funds to go to tournaments. You're gonna have to make donation drives, basically beg tank. You're gonna have to beg every single month just to be able to go to all these tournaments, because the tournaments are really expensive. So most people, what they do is do donation drives every month to try to get people to support them so they could go to tournaments. That could get really tiring, trying to ask people for money every single month, because a lot of times people are not going to have the money to give to you. So if you don't meet the donation drive, you're most likely not going to go to the tournament unless you just get a loan from your bank, or just get money that you saved up and just go to the tournament yourself. So, and that's another thing too. If you're like a full-time streamer, because honestly, when you're a fighting game player and you do it full-time, you're going to have to stream, because that's the only way you're going to make money and revenues from YouTube and streaming. So you're gonna have to. You're gonna get burned out streaming and making content all day, and then on top of that, going to tournaments and coming back and then doing it. It's gonna be a lot of money you're gonna be spending, and it's gonna be mad rough. So it's one of those things that you gotta be ready to do it. Most people nowadays, they just stick to one thing. Like most people, they just stick to just doing content full time and don't go to tournaments. And there's other people that just do tournaments and barely do content. So it depends on your situation. But that's one of the biggest cons. Another thing about being a pro fighting game player that's a con is that you're probably not going to have a lot of time to do anything else besides just play, practice, play, practice. And a lot of times when you get too deep into fighting games, you forget about everything else that's important in life, and you just focus on trying to go to tournaments and try to win. And that in general can lead to all kinds of burnout, mental stress, all kinds of stuff. Another thing too that's bad about being a pro fighting game player is that you will learn that in general it's niche. So not a lot of people are going to care that you're a pro. The only people that you are actually going to really care is the people that you see at tournaments or people on Twitter. So a lot of people are not really going to care that you're a professional fighting game player or this and that. So like if you go to tournaments and win, there's a limited amount of people that will actually respect you and actually become fans of you, which is why a lot of people start doing YouTube and streaming to get even more fans. So there's a lot of stuff on your plate to do to get noticed. And then another thing that's a con is that it's not really all about how good you are as a game. It's about who you know. You could be a mediocre player, but if you know the right people, you could get a grade A sponsor. Another thing too, a lot of sponsors like to take advantage of players. If there's a big league coming out, they'll pick up a player, hopes the player wins, but once that league is over, they drop the player. And that happens a lot with pro fighting game players. They get used by these sponsors. So that's another thing too. A lot of sponsors don't value players at all. They don't pay you. They kind of just fly you to tournaments, and when the league is done, they drop you. That's why it's very important for you to have your own set of revenue and your own support system and your own fans. Relying too much on sponsors, which most pro fighting game players have to because of how expensive things are, is kind of rough unless you live in a place like Korea or Japan where they might give you a salary for being a sponsored player. So that's one of the main the cons of being a pro fighting game player. Another thing too, another con is obviously the immense amount of traveling you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to travel a lot. like a whole lot, especially if you sponsor, because they're probably gonna fly you everywhere. If you're not sponsored, it's gonna be rough because this is gonna come out all out of your pocket, and you're gonna have to do donation drives every single month. And on top of that, you're not really gonna make money back. It's kind of one of those things, you just go into tournaments just so more people could watch your YouTube videos and streams and then subscribe to you. It's a rough hustle. It's a really rough hustle. I just wanted to make this video so you guys can know the pros and cons. And you guys let me know if y'all think it's worth it, at least in America. I'm judging this and saying this from my own experience as a pro and the things I went through. This has nothing to do, because a lot of guys on YouTube comments, y'all like talking a lot of crap when y'all have no evidence or experience in these things. I have a lot of experience in these things, and which is why I'm making these type of videos, because I know what I'm talking about. I've traveled all over. I was a full-time pro from my teens all the way to my 20s. So I know exactly how it is to be a pro, and I know the sacrifices, and I just know how it is. So this is why I'm making these videos, to educate you guys, to let you know how these things work and how it is to be a professional fighting game player. So I hope more of you guys stop eating crayons and actually listen to my videos and stop arguing with me. You feel me? You see all the trophies in the background and all of that? That's all for me being a top pro player that's been sponsored and traveled the whole world. So respect the G and respect my videos, you heard? But yeah, guys, let me know what y'all think in the comments about this video. I'm going to keep making real talk videos like this. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Be sure to comment, subscribe, and stop eating crayons and stop being fools, you heard? Latest.